And then when we were having our post-event review, client said, you lied to us about the t-shirts. And first of all, I felt pretty insulted. I'm like, I'm a man of integrity. How dare you say I lied? Tell you about this other event that we had. So we were meant to, there are two things. One, we're meant to do t-shirts for this event, and about a week to the event, I'd spoken to the t-shirt vendor, and he had said, "Oh, the t-shirts were ready." So I said, "Fine." I didn't bother to collect them. So client reached out to me and said, "We'd like to know how the production of the t-shirts are going." And I said, "Oh, they're ready." So I didn't bother to pick the t-shirts up. Vendor said they were ready, and I just went with that. The day before the event, I asked the vendor to bring it to the venue. And then the vendor did. Lo and behold, he had printed the client's old logo on the t-shirts. So I raised an alarm and said, "Hey, it's wrong logo, you have to reprint." So they took that to reprint. And it wasn't ready until the morning of the event. And these were t-shirts that the client and some other people were going to wear. So the client reached out to me in the morning and said, "Where are the t-shirts?" I said, "Oh, they're still on the way. They're working on them." And said, "What you said they were ready?" I said, "Yeah, they were ready, but there were some issues, so they're working on them." I went. And then when we were having our post-event review, client said, you lied to us about the t-shirts. And first of all, I felt pretty insulted. I'm like, I'm a man of integrity. How dare you say I lied? He said, "You said the t-shirts were ready, but they were not when we needed them on the day of the event." And it was simply a case of me not communicating to the client that the day before, letting them know that there was an error. The t-shirts were ready, but there was an error. They needed to go and fix it. I didn't say anything. First thing I learned, communication is key. Feedback is extremely important. Whether it's good feedback, whether it's bad feedback, you need to carry the client along every step of the way. If I had told them on that Friday that this was what was going on, they would not have labeled me a liar. So feedback is extremely important, regardless of whatever is going on. But let the client know what is happening every step of the way. Carry them along. It will help them. It will help to manage the expectation at every stage of the event. The second thing that happened, there was a mixer event after the main event, and we were meant to do, we're doing small chops. So, I mean, the small chops vendor laid out small chops for practically everybody. So people picked their small chops, but there was still quite a lot of small chops in the shopping dishes, and the way we the way we do events over here, when you bring out food, you try to keep some so that peradventure someone else comes in and says, "Oh, I haven't eaten," then you can bring it out. So you don't lay out everything and then it finishes, But then the client went to the shopping dishes, opened it up and said, "But there's still a lot of food here. Why are you not serving them?" We said, "Well, I mean, everybody had eaten, so we're just keeping them for any other person that shows up." And the client wasn't Nigerian. Client was from Belgium. So during the post-event, client said, it felt like you were hoarding the food to go and serve them at another event you were probably doing afterwards. First thing I learned was you need to understand the cultures, the kind of things you might do here, and the kind of things that people might do wherever they're coming from. I mean, so for me, it was pretty natural for us to keep the rest of the small chops for whoever else was going to come and not just dish it out to as many people as wanted it, because of course it would have finished, and I'm sure that some people might not have gotten anything to eat. Understand the cultures of the people that you are dealing with as clients. Number two, feedback. I should have explained to the client that, hey, we still have some food left, and the reason why is because we're waiting for XYZ to show up, and then we'll serve them. It's it was a lesson I learned the hard way, but I mean, it was a lesson that I learned. So I hope I hope you pick that up too and it doesn't happen to you.
Mirrors events, unforgettable moments seamlessly delivered.